What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, if you want some Nvidia stock, the folks at Moo Brokerage are willing to give you some Nvidia stock if you open up a new Moo Brokerage account. First link down in the description box will explain all the details. It will tell you exactly what you need to do in order to qualify for that Nvidia stock. Get down in the description box, first link, and check out that Moo link and go get that Nvidia stock. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about Nvidia. That's one of my favorite companies in the whole world. Now, we have earnings coming up on Wednesday, August 27th, after the market closes. And anticipating that earnings report, I went out and did a little research because I wanted to get an idea of what the experts are thinking Nvidia would do on top line and bottom line, revenue and EPS. So I said, okay, let me go do a little research and see what I can find out. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my research and my opinion on the articles that I was able to come across that gave me some of this information. Here's what I recommend you do. Go out and do your own independent research so you can come up with your own independent conclusion. If you're not comfortable making your own financial decisions, please go out and get you a professional, licensed financial advisor. Here we go. For Nvidia's Q2 earnings, you should expect strong year-over-year revenue growth with consensus estimates around $45.9 billion in the quarter and earnings per share, aka EPS, of approximately $1 to $1.01. Key factors to watch for will be the impact of the new Blackwell Ultra GPUs, the performance of the data center business, and any developments regarding the China chip restrictions and the new Rubin platform. Investors will be looking for continued growth and clarity on future product timelines and market demand for AI chips. So that's a quick little rundown, guys, of what the experts believe they're going to be looking for when it comes to Q2 earnings for Nvidia. Let's go look at the stock price today. It started out at $178.35. And as of me recording this video, it was $181.17. So it seems like momentum is starting to build towards Wednesday's Q2 earnings report. That's just my opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the truth. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I see happening right now. Y'all know, guys, I've been rocking with Nvidia for quite some time now. If you've been, following me on my YouTube channel, you'll know I've been a big believer in this company. I've been a shareholder for quite some time, and I plan on continuing to be a shareholder. I believe artificial intelligence is the future, and I think there is no other company in the world that is more out front leading this artificial intelligence revolution than Nvidia. Again, just my opinion. Certainly you can disagree with that, and there are many other companies out there that are doing a fantastic job as well. I also saw something this morning where Alphabet and Meta got a little something going on, which you already know both of those are what? Mega caps. They're two of the most valuable companies in the world, and they are starting to collab on something special. You need to go out and do your homework on that and figure that one out. But they're getting ready to collab on something special. And I just think that points to the relevance of a company like Nvidia. Again, I'm no expert on Nvidia. I'm just a regular guy out here trying to give you guys my little 2 cents on what I think about this company. And, you know, I just believe the company has a lot of runway just based on their innovations thus far, based on their partnerships. It'll be interesting how they speak to, or Jensen Huang speaks to, the China chip situation and the restrictions. Right now, I believe the H20 chip is what they have been selling into China. And I know for a period there, they had to stop selling those chips into China because remember in Q1, they had to take like a $5 billion charge off because they had inventory of those chips that they couldn't sell into China because of restrictions from the United States. Now, since then, I've read some stuff where they are able to, again, sell into China, the H20, but the federal government, the United States federal government, would take a 15% quote unquote tariff. Again, guys, go out and do your own homework. I can't guarantee that's fact. I can just only give you what I have read. So go out and do your own independent research and fact check that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I think China is a really, really large market, but you got to also understand China wants to be number one in artificial intelligence because they know if they are, they control the information. And right now, the United States is number one in artificial intelligence. And one of the reasons is because most of the companies that are really, really relevant to artificial intelligence and play a big part of artificial intelligence rollout is American companies like Nvidia, right? And then obviously you got your hyperscalers like Amazon and Microsoft and Intel and Oracle, right? Google. You got these hyperscalers who depend on the most advanced chips in the world in order to do what? Run their cloud services businesses. So these companies have went on record and have, clearly stated that they're going to continue to spend on artificial intelligence infrastructure. And so a company like Nvidia, in my opinion, has a bright future. I see Nvidia doing whatever Nvidia wants to do when it comes to the artificial intelligence ecosystem. Again, this is all my opinion now. None of this is fact-based. I go out and read articles, do my little research, and I come up with my own conclusion. And that's what you guys will have to do. Well, let's take a look at the numbers from Q1. And let's, kind of compare those to what the estimates are for Q2. So Q1 revenue came in at $44 billion, right? And at the time, that was a 69.18% increase year over year. Now Q2, $45 billion. That's sort of the estimate. So a tick up from Q1 revenue. When we look at EPS, let's take a look at that and see kind of where we're at on EPS. So when we look at EPS, it came in at 76 cents per share. That was diluted EPS. And of course, the estimates are between $1 and $1.01 for Q2. So it will be pretty dang on interesting if they make that number. Remember, expectation Q1 was about 76 cents per share. They came in at 81 cents per share. So they certainly beat expectations. Will they do that for Q2? That's the question, right? We talked about revenue, which is a huge number, in my opinion. 44 billion and a quarter is a lot of revenue. But now, most expectations have raised the bar to 45 billion. We'll have to see on Wednesday how they fare. But if you go back and look at the last 5 quarters for this company, they've continued to beat on top line and bottom line. What we've seen happen, though, at least me, I can't speak for everybody, but my little research from what I've researched, what I've seen happen is the percentage that they've beat the previous quarter or the prior year has begun to shrink a little bit. We've not seen the triple digit beat in several quarters. So I think that's what I see that has changed. I think the company is still, based on the numbers now. I'm just giving you my little calculation. And again, it's not factual, just giving you my numbers. But if they do 44 billion in Q1, which they did, let's say hypothetically they do 45 billion in Q2. So if you got 44 plus 45, that's about 89, right? Let's divide that by 2. And then let's times that by 4 quarters. So potentially, if they continue on the same revenue run and continue to incrementally increase it, they could be somewhere in that $180 billion for, full fiscal year revenue. We'll have to see. No guarantees there, but that's sort of the pace they're on. They did 44 billion Q1, projected to do 45 billion Q2. And if they continue to extrapolate that out, that's basically about 44, almost 45 billion a quarter, which gets them to about 180 billion. And I believe last fiscal year, they did around 130 billion. Go out and do your homework on that one and fact check that. But man, again, this company is continuing to ramp up. And I think if they continue to do that, it could be a solid investment for me. I'm in this thing for the long haul with these guys because I believe in what they're doing. I believe in the CEO and the management team. So I'm going to hang in there with them. Y'all drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know what you think about Nvidia. What are your thoughts on this company? Do you think they can get their revenues over 200 billion this year? Again, just questions. I'm just asking you guys to share your thoughts down in the comments if you don't mind. If you want some Nvidia stock, Moo Brokerage is willing to give you some Nvidia stock if you open up a new Moo Brokerage account. That's the first link down in the description box. Go check out that offer, guys, if you're interested in getting yourself some Nvidia stock when you open up a new Moo Brokerage account. Make a deposit, and then you can qualify for some Nvidia stock. Second link down in the description box is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. That's my community over on Patreon, and all we do in that community is help each other to try and build wealth and get to financial freedom and ultimately passive income. If you're interested in joining our financial community where we just make deposits, we do not make withdrawals, only deposits, click on that second link. It'll take you over to Patreon. Sign up. Come join us. We'd love to have you on our financial team. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.